Oh, goodness me. Sorry, I had to get up and use the bathroom after that movie. So, we're going to now be making our last preparations. I'm going to look through Roll's diary. Why not? You only live once, man. Let's check it out.
You didn't just YOLO. You didn't just...
Got a model, got a key, Teasel Bond, third key, got a penguin! I stuffed down with it. I've always loved penguins when they swim.
Oh, I love penguins.
There were no penguins on Forbidden Island. I wonder why. They all died. So yeah, you can read this diary. You can read this diary. It has a bunch of stuff and flavor text. It's kind of eh. Fire! Never mind.
I think from here is where you learn about Mega Man's origins.
Yeah, Baron. Mega Man walked in on me while I was in the bath.
Jerk.
We haven't talked much to each other since then. Oh no. I'm sure it was just an accident. But he did something like that last year too, now that I think about it. When he walked in on me while I was changing. What if he's doing it on purpose? Oh, I don't know what I would do if he is.
Either slap him or go with it. There's are no other options.
It's been hugged many times. Oh, and there's the model of the sulfur bottle.
Okay,
that's not blown up. We got it for. These are all the gifts we got.
Oh, right.
But
hey, here's my apology gift number 89 for accidentally walking.
And she has a picture of garden gnomes. But yes, with that said, it's time for us to go and crap. It's all the big.
Hey, Roll,
crap,
sorry. Hey, Roll, sorry that I barged your room and read your diary.
So the island that Mega Man first landed on was on Calbania Island before he got into a big fight. So the idea is, I guess, this is going to be a big lore. I'll be reading to it later.
Here we are. Mega Man, be careful. Please?
And Data, you go with him for no reason.
What?
Yes.
Data always goes with us.
I feel like the audio might have glitched there.
Hey, Yuna. Yep, remember that? Yeah, there was that dropship that was outside Glide's base. She actually got it all fixed up.
Sweet.
Well, we're going to take that sucker up to Elysium.
Girl's name again? Roll?
Let's take that sucker to the moon.
Oh, wait, listen.
Yeah. She was quite worried while you were unconscious and kept asking if there was anything she could do. She looked desperate. She probably would have done anything. Anything I told her to. If she thought it would have helped to bring you back.
Anything I told her to. Anything?
She started crying.
Anything.
You should take good care of her. She really likes you.
Basically, she totally cares for us.
Of course.
Engines are online.
Yeah, Gats is this weird thing, like assistant droids, they're robots, but they're also like AI, and that they can also take control of machinery and stuff.
And they also somehow sound more human than most of the humans in this game.
Anyway.
How convenient. Let's roll.
Welcome, everybody, to the part that everyone doesn't like. We're going to Elysium on the goddamn moon.
You know, I really like Roll and all the other carbons. I think they're worth preserving.
Yes.
Even if it means destroying the system.
Destroy the system.
Well,
glad you see things my way.
Also, yeah, there's the moon with a giant reaver icon on it, and it's the system.
Pay no mind to the fact that the moon is just a cutie
Well,
sprite.
here we are. Let's do what we came here to do. The rest will take care of itself.
What a fantastic matte painting.
It is a very nice matte painting.
It's been a long time since I've been here, and it's just as cold and just desolate as I remember.
Wait a minute,
and it still smells funny.
Wait a minute, this is a Capcom game on the moon. The music isn't right. Hold on, let me fix that.
No, not the dumb
do.
I'll spot for you. Okay, so she'll be a spotter like how Roll normally would be. And fun fact is that I don't know how. Maybe they are the base form of the system, but a bunch of Reaver bots have taken over. And Miss Sarah is probably in the library, which is the big command base. It contains the genetic records of the humans who built the system. Normally, the mother area can be reached by going through a very simple lift that is actually just 15 feet behind us. Except she was smart and she turned off the elevator.
So we gotta go the long way.
Yep. Actually, she didn't even turn off the power. She just left it, and there's no way to call it down. So that means
she's
we gotta
one of those assholes that leaves the elevator completely up, and there's no call button.
Crap. What kind of future is this? Yeah, now we gotta hoof it, and it's gonna be a long way up there. This is it. This is the true final dungeon.
You know Willy Wonka's elevator that can go every which way? Yeah, this isn't it.
Damn it.
Crap. Have you... Oh, crap. I need to watch that.
You know, now that I think about it, the shuttle we were just riding on is an awful lot like Willy Wonka's elevator.
I saw this cool video that's like a theory of like if the movie Snowpiercer is actually a Wonka sequel.
I hate that theory. It's stupid, but
it
funny.
makes sense.
It's funny, but stupid.
But it makes sense, and that's why it's stupid, but funny and funny. Anyway, so she's going to do the best she can from here to try and stop her from, you know, causing the end of the world, and it's time for us to hoof it. But
I'm going to do whatever I can to slow her down by beating her in a game of Tetris 99.
She'll never win. Anyway, but before we do that, now this is our best chance to get all the lore we want to know.
Oh boy, here we go, folks.
What is Elysium? It was a perfect world created by the ancients, who were the actual humans, thousands of years ago. It was a world of eternal youth, a world without disease, hunger, or war, because there's only one person. That's the only way it's going to work, guys. I'm sorry. Sarah and her were androids with positronics brains, built to watch over. Positronic, I guess, being the Mega Man series is like way of saying like they could feel and empathize. We used to be a purifier unit built to seek out and kill aberrant ones, the Mavericks, basically.
So yeah, we were basically Maverick hunters.
Yeah, makes sense. But they came with fancier words. Don't you remember?
Wait, we're Tom Cruise movie hunters?
Why are you using that body? So when she was down on Earth after she crashed landed after a huge fight with Sarah, she was dying. And she found, at that exact moment, that was around the time when Roll's parents were exploring Forbidden Island. Roll's father got out, but without his memories, and Roll's mother basically was possessed by Yuna. Straight up. No, she possessed her body, and her mind is somewhere turned off. I'm sure if you watch that movie, Get Out, it's kind of similar to that. And now she's borrowing the body. The idea is that once this is all over, she'll repair her old body and Roll will get her mother back.
Right.
That's the idea. So, yeah, she'll give her body back to her. Again, she's just... Roll's mother is basically...
She's just using it as a mean... She's using it as sort of a means to an end, but not to the point where she's not going to just drop it in an incinerator once she's done.
I came along too. I've forgotten how far away from Terra Elysium is. Oh yeah, and by the way, just like in the first game, here's the big moment where Data gets to be all like, "Yeah, hello there, this is my true voice. Well, this is it, Mega Man. I'll help you as much as I can. Good luck."
And yeah, Data's pretty much the other character where you could get most of your plot dumps from.
Tell me about the past, number 1. Which, by the way, the fact that this has to be broken up into 1 and 2. Jeez. So yeah, we travel with the Master to Terra. After the Master died, you fought to fulfill his dying wish to destroy the system and just let a new generation of Carbons rule and just live their life. So Yuna fought against us, but as time went by... Crap, can you just... that sounds like such a cool game, though. That sounds like such a cool game. Yes.
I apologize. Every time I hear the name Yuna, all I can think of is Titus in the background.
I know. She's trying to take a neutral position, neither helping you nor fighting against you. So after all, Yuna just started to watch... that sounds like such a cool game, though. Mega Man literally against an entire planet, like with no one to back him up, just him fighting a system. Anyway, so then Sarah traveled from Elysium to fight us, but she wasn't able to bring her full power because Sarah is not at full power when she's outside of Elysium.
Right.
So we fought, and we were able to destroy... We were able to fight each other to a standstill. Mega Man was paralyzed and flung across the earth and fell into the water, and that's where Beryl later found him. We'll learn later.
You know, isn't this all stuff that you'd love to see in action?
And now you know the plot of Ashura's Wrath. I mean Mega Man Legends.
So apparently we were in a baby's body somehow.
I knew it. I knew they were born. He was found in a baby's body. I called it.
Damn it.
So now this time interesting. This time I'm actually really curious about is that it's mentioned that after a huge fight, Yuna put us both into stasis fields. Yuna put that stasis field around Sarah, and that's how we found her back on the Forbidden Island. And she put a stasis field around our original body. So now I'm curious, if there ever was one, what could happen if Mega Man Trigger's original body on Terra was ever resurrected. Anyway, so basically comparing this to the legend that the Carbons had back in Kalinka, this is what happened. They think that the two goddesses fought over the keys, when in actuality, Mega Man had stolen all the 4 keys and was trying to fight Sarah to prevent her from destroying everything, and Yuna intervened and put them both into stasis. And that's how they got the legend of the 2 goddesses. It's really the 2 mother units who fought.
Right.
And if you want the ultimate weapon, make sure you get this.
Agree now.
Anyway. The other component we need for the ultimate weapon, we're not going to get until a little bit later. But let's do this. How are you doing, Hype?
Man, remember when Mega Man was just about a little kid fighting a bunch of robots controlled by a dick with a mustache?
I know. Yeah, man, Wily, those would be good old days. I can't wait for Mega Man.
I know some people have said it before, but when you take out the names like Mega Man and Roll, this series has very little in common with the actual Mega Man series, or any of its sub-series, really.
But I so love its story, and I love the if anything was to get a manga, or if anything was to get an anime, I'm so surprised they never did anything with this. Yeah, this had the most world building put into it from the get-go.
Yeah, and honestly, out of all the Mega Man games, Mega Man stories, this honestly feels like the least... What's the word? It feels like the least bullshit.
Gimmicky?
Right.
Or, well, I guess, yeah, gimmicky would also be another one. It feels like it actually tried.
Yeah, and had a really cool, original idea for all this.
I will definitely agree that I think the way they could have told its story, they tell its story could have been better, but otherwise it is a pretty decent story.
Don't worry, lasers are fine. So
all
the
it really
laser,
does is change gravity.
Yeah, the lasers are like barriers that, whereas floodgates would keep out different parts of water, those gravity gates keep in different parts of gravity. So now, this part of the gravity ring, by the way, avoid the burning robots. Yeah, but it's really fun to grind off of because they basically generate these monsters that always drop Zenny.
Yeah, but
lots of
Can
Zenny.
you go back to Earth to spend Zenny?
Yes, you can.
Yes,
you can.
You actually can. It's kind of odd. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, the drop pod is completely functional. It's completely operational to go in both directions. Do not step on that glowing piece of the ground; you'll get zapped.
Yeah.
But the drop pod is completely operational. You can go back and forth between here and Terra whenever you need to refuel or buy new equipment. In fact, I'm going to have to, so I can get the ultimate weapon. Because there is a shining laser in this game as well.
Mm-hmm.
We like that shining laser.
Oh, yes.
But yeah. These things. Anyway.
And yet we're still able to hold on to that.
Yep, he's good grip.
Mega Man Volta, perfect head balancer.
Ow!
Has anybody seen that one, there's this Sasuke toy or something, and apparently it just can balance anything?
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, no,
cool.
I'll actually find it on Twitter, and
I will not put it in the video, but I'm curious. I'm genuinely curious. I'm seriously curious. I just don't want to go to the effort to put it into this.
But yeah, as I think I may have already mentioned this in an earlier part, but this dungeon, I think it's this dungeon right here.
Gravity can be controlled from here.
Gravity. Oh, forgot about that typo.
Yeah, it's a not typo. Anyway, so here I can learn about other areas, and here I can swap the gravity. So it's this weird thing where you can swap between places being low gravity, high gravity, or just normal gravity, which do not slow your movement down, thankfully. So this idea of you'll just be swapping around. Anyway, sorry, you were saying, James?
But yeah, this is the dungeon I was referring to earlier when I said that I thought I saved after I did all of this, and yet I didn't, and I had to do all this all over again, and that's honestly the reason why I have not beaten this game yet, because it was already kind of a slog going through this thing the first time.
That's decreased gravity here, so the gravity elsewhere comes higher. It's kind of an odd, this can be a very trial and error dungeon if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, and it also doesn't help that a lot of the set pieces look the same.
Yeah, that room back there where it was a little T cross section over electro panels.
Or this hallway with the laser barrier.
It's almost all identical. Anyway, I did that, so now this room is heavier. So now I'll break right through this. Right through this. Right through this. Thank you.
Oh. Now, how are we going to get back up?
Thankfully, there's a gravity terminal down here, too.
Oh, thank God.
So I can just hoof it out of there. But, energy... Oh, thank goodness me.
Found it.
Oh, what are you waiting for? Equip that bitch.
On it! Buster pack.
Sorry, what was it you were saying, Matt? Oh, the thingy.
Yeah, it's multiple pictures, so...
Oh, God, that's so
what I want to do
looking.
with that looks pretty good, actually. It gives me a rapid, but I lose some energy. But then again, energy doesn't really mean anything. But then again, rapid doesn't mean anything because I just do the mashing the up button trick.
And now they're
that is
they're
fast.
blue as me.
Whee! Same way.
By the way,
looks like gravity data download. What was this place? Shuttle bay control system. This is honestly, this part here is not really as much lore. Undershirt has been detected in the shuttle bay. Yeah, that's us. Access to Shuttle Bay has been cut off. Unable to identify. Yeah, so at this point, this is not really as much fancy lore. This is more just learning about what places were like here on Elysium. And now we've decreased the gravity, so now I can jump right out. Oof.
Don't worry though. We haven't gotten to the pretty points that the master himself was far too used to.
Now this is all like the freaking engineers, like behind the scenes, like the basement. This place is massive. It's
Boy, would it have been a shame if all that was left was the master himself in this place. What if he needs to turn off his nightlight?
Oh man, it itches.
You itch yourself on a nightlight?
Oh gosh, dang it!
Oh, here we go.
I'm paralyzed or numb or whatever they call this, where I can't shoot my blaster. Numb. Crap.
More like you fucking smell.
Medicine bottle, numbness cured. Now I get fire. I don't get how that. Anyway.
You know, now that I stop and think about it, imagine a Mega Man, if there is a Legends 3 and they decide to go for, like, you know, Switch or PS4 or whatever, imagine if they built it off the RE engine.
What was the... Oh, that would be actually
That'd be
interesting.
Cool. Yeah.
I'd be down for that.
Dude, no, can you imagine the graphic... But then at that point, we're all worried about, like, do you think it would look anything like Legends? Like, they'd have to... You know what? Honestly, I feel like... Hear me out here. I feel like if some company could understand the art style of this game, especially of, like, the concept art, and make it work in 3D, I think Arc Systems...
Oh, yeah, Arc Systems would do a pretty good job with it.
Looking at how they handled the art style of Dragon Ball
My only
Z.
thing is that so long as they don't cap the frame rate.
Yeah, but also here's something about Arc Systems. They're a fighting game developer.
I'm just saying, like, whoever they got to animate that stuff.
They've done more than fighting games before, but that's what they're most well known for.
How about this, Scott? Why not get the team who did Mega Man 11? That is actually really good.
I mean, it could work. I mean, I could definitely see a Legends game working off the empty frame rate.
Bubbles.
Don't you mean empty framework?
Well, yeah, framework, whatever.
So, Hype, what do you think about all this? Like, do you think Mega Man like this could work on a TV show, like other ones have?
Well, first off, sorry if I've just been kind of quiet through all this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still trying to process all that lore that we went through, and
That's
it just
fair.
and honestly, it just kind of encapsulates this opinion I have, in that with Legends 2, I appreciate that they went through the trouble of answering so many questions. Like, I like that we got answers. It does kind of make me appreciate the simplicity of the first game's story a lot more, though.
I'll agree to that.
How about this?
Like
it's good, but it's front-loaded as shit.
It's
yes,
ambitious.
Yes.
It's ambitious, but they had it was thorough, but some would say almost too thorough. I guess it sounds weird. Anyway, I'm gonna get some items.
Would you say better or worse? Better or worse than how Kingdom Hearts tends to handle that shit?
Better, because at least because at least here they're not trying to change the rules.
That's true. They keep the rules.
80% of all powers going to the apocalypse.
Eh?
Contact the Mother Unit if you need help. That doesn't help me.
Hello, Mother Unit. She's
I'm
not
going to
taking
kill
my
you.
calls.
Understood. So you know what? Since we're going to be just doing a lot of gravity puzzles and walking through the same hallways that look exactly the same, like this circular hallway, we're going to see two of this one. Hype, do you have any questions? I'll do my best to answer them as best as I can, having seen as much as I can of this game.
Okay, well, I'll try to think of some good questions. So, just right off the bat, what was the point of the green-haired people again?
Those are the Mother Units, Sarah and Yuna. They were the ones. Two of them in charge. Yuna was put in charge of Earth. Nice. And Sarah was put in charge of Elysium. The two of them ruled over these two planetoid things.
I'm sorry,
okay.
but we can't work out. We can't be friends.
Okay, so
and their assistant droids are just assisting them. Pete's and Gats. They're just like their right-hand men.
Okay, so it's like, and you said like, so was it if it was like the two green-haired people that were those two goddesses? I thought one of those goddesses possessed Roll's mother, though.
Yes, that was Yuna. Yuna. Yuna used to rule. Yuna was the good one, and she ruled over. She watched over Earth, and after a huge fight with us, Yuna expended a lot of her energy to try and to give us our states to shield, because Mega Man. We were so strong back on Earth because maybe not so much we were strong. Sarah was weakened by being on Earth, so she. You know what? You know what? I don't care. I really don't care. We got to, you know what? We're going to do one more part. And we're going to do one more part so I can answer all your questions before I forget.
Well, weren't we going to do one more part anyway?
No, this was supposed to be the last part in this session, but you know what? This is... The next one's going to be the longest part in this whole series just because this dungeon's pretty long, but I need some time to talk and try and make sense of everything that happened.
At this point, we may as well just finish up the whole damn thing.
Do you guys want to finish the whole game today?
That's what I suggested.
Matt, do you want to finish the game today?
Yeah, sure, whatever the fuck.
Okay,
right,
cool.
let's
Finish
do
the game today. Thank you, everybody who was hearing this recording. We got 2 more parts left, I think. I love how just casual, like, you guys want to finish the game? Yeah, I guess we'll finish the game tonight. All right, I guess we will. Join us in the next part, everybody.
So yeah, for those that are thinking, oh, this came out earlier than I expected, you're welcome.